Hello, today I'm going to go over creating a Discord Python bot with discord.py. In this tutorial there are going to be 8 steps for these Discord basics, and we're going to do the setup, events, commands, cogs, tasks. We're going to create a moderation cog, an admin cog, and also a pull cog. I'm going to walk you through all the steps to create your Discord bot, and the end result, you'll have a bot that connects to your server and you can interact with it in different ways. Some of them being you can play rock, paper, scissors with it. You can get it to send you images. There's various commands. We can also set up a help command, and we can also check for various roles. We can also run polls. The possibilities are potentially endless, so we're gonna go over the basics, and yeah, we'll take it from there. All right, in order for us to get this Python bot up and running, we gotta set up a few things. The first thing you want to do is go to discord.com if you haven't already and download it for your operating system, and then also set up your Discord account. You want to download Python. The version that I'm going to be using is version 3.12. We're going to use Emojipedia to get different emojis that we're going to use in the program. And then once you get set up with Discord, you want to go to the developer portal, and this is where we're going to set up the bot. The library we're going to be using to interact with Discord is called discord.py, and this library is going to be basically the main thing that's going to be creating our interactions between Discord and our bot application. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is make sure you get Discord and Python installed. Once you have them installed, you want to set up your Windows environment system, environment variables for your account, so you can set up the Python home and the path for Python. So you can see here I set Python home to where the Python exe file is, and then also if we look in this path here, I added the scripts folder. If we look here, we can find the Python file where Python lives at by going to Windows, Users, then going to your username. You might need to reveal hidden folders, but there's a folder here called app data. If you go in there, you go to local, and then there should be programs, local programs, and then Python lives right here, and then Python 3.12. Here's the python.exe, and then also Python scripts. So once you add that into your environment variables, when you run Python on the command line, Windows is going to know which version of Python it needs to use. All right, now that you have Python set up, what you want to do is go to your Discord application, and then you want to add a new server here. So I'm going to create my own server, and let's see, we'll just do it for this one. I'm going to call it bot demo server. Great. Okay, so we got the server set up and we are in the server. Now we need to add the Discord bot and create it. So you want to go to the Discord developer portal. This is a link for it, the Discord developer applications. And once you get here, you'll want to go to new application, and then The application name, I'm going to name it Python bot. Once your bot is created, you can give it a bot image, add a description. Bot that is using discord.py. And then you want to make sure you save the changes. So the important pieces are right here. Once the bot's created, you want to go to this bots tab and you'll get this token. So I'm going to be using this token throughout the course. Now that you have the token, you want to give the bot some more permissions to interact with your server. So we're going to turn all these intents on and we're going to save them. All right. So we have the bot set up and we want to be able to allow it access to our server. And to do that, you want to go to OAuth2 URL generator. And the scopes we're going to set as bot, and the bot permissions, we're going to make it an administrator. Once you select these, it's going to generate a URL that we're going to use to invite the bot. With this URL, you are going to take it and post it in the browser. This is going to ask your bot if it can be invited to your server. So select the server that you created. We did the demo bot server. I'm going to go ahead and continue. Give it administrator, authorize, validate you are human. And now our bot should be able to access our server. All right, cool. So our bot just landed into our server, which means we can start utilizing it. Now, what you need to do is find a place where you can add Python code. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a location here and use VS Code, which is an IDE, or I mean a text editor. So here we can use VS Code to create some Python files. Okay, so we're going to get set up with the Python bot. The first thing you want to make sure is that you have that token needed for your bot. If you don't already, reset the token, grab it and save it. And then go ahead and open a directory where you plan to create your Python bot. I'm going to put it in this location and I'm going to create a file called botmanager.py. Now, before we can start using discord.py with Python, you have to get it installed. And inside of this README here, I added some instructions on how you can install discord.py. If you follow the Windows environment setup, this should work for you. Pip install-u discord.py. Once you have discord.py installed, you can start programming. And the first thing we're going to do is import it with import.discord. If it shows up like that with no errors, then you should be good. And we're also going to get everything else initialized. So I'm going to add the commands extension from discord.ext import commands. Okay, so let's go ahead and so those intents we turned on, we want to add them into this program here. So I'm going to go intents equals discord dot intents all. Intents dot message underscore content equals true. Intents dot members equals true. Intents. And then we're going to set up the bot. The bot equals commands dot bot. And we're going to give each command a prefix. So if we start with this prefix, it's going to let the bot know that it's a command. And we're going to create methods for each of those commands. Intents equals intents. And then we're going to create our own help command. So I'm going to set this help command to none. All right, so let's see if we can get this bot running. What I'm going to do is create an event. So bot dot event, and then we're going to find asynchronously define a function on ready. On ready, we want it to print bot is online. And then in order to get this running, we have to do bot dot run, and then you got to add that SDK key you got from earlier. So I'm going to go ahead and add my SDK key, which won't be useful after this video is finished. All right, once you have everything set up, you will be able to start the bot. So what we're going to do here in Visual Studio Code is I'm going to go ahead and run this play button. It's going to get the bot up and started. Once the bot is running, we'll see that the bot is online. If we check on the Discord server that we created, we'll see that the Python bot is now online. We can see it here. Okay, so those were the steps we needed for the initial setup. The next video, we're going to go over events. I'll see you there.